Hey guys, I just watched the recent episode of Sister Wives and I have to tell you I was completely stunned. I had to rewatch the scene and then I had to rewatch it again. I was watching a woman I barely recognized. This was Kody Brown, the woman who fought for years to be free, the woman who finally left Kody, the woman who told us she was done. She was sitting next to her new husband, David, the man who everyone sees as her safe harbor. And she was smiling. She was talking about her ex-husband, Kody Brown. And then she said the words I could not believe. He is a good person. My jaw dropped. I'm pretty sure David's did too, on the inside. Kody continued. She was not joking. The thing is this. Kody is a good man. She said it. Twice. A good man. I watched David Woolley's face. His eyes. His mouth. He did not move. He did not smile. He did not nod in agreement. He looked like he was frozen in stone. Kody looked happy, almost giddy. She was telling David, her new husband, how great her ex-husband is. He is a good person, and we had a lot of good times. And going back and remembering that is super, super important. I just stared at the screen. Is this the same Kody? The Kody who screamed at her. The Kody who withheld intimacy. The Kody who refused to go to Isabel's surgery. The Kody who blamed her for everything. That Kody. Kody was now trying to sell that Kody to her new, protective husband. The tension coming from David's silence was palpable. It was louder than Kody's loudest yell. It got worse. She wasn't just defending Kody's character. She was trying to set them up on a mandate. And he would have a blast with you. She was pointing at David. He'd have so much fun with you in Moab. You'd have so much fun with him. The look on David's face. It was complete disbelief. He looks caught. He looks trapped. He is a man who clearly loves this woman. And this woman is putting him in the most impossible position. She is asking him to be friends with the man who traumatized her. She is asking him to hang out with the man who broke her children's hearts. Kody just keeps digging. You guys can go. Then she adds this. I don't need to be there. I felt a chill. It was like she was offering David up to Kody as some kind of peace offering. But peace for who? Kody looked so light. David looked like he was carrying the weight of the entire family's history on his shoulders. You can see him processing. You can see him trying to find the words. He has to choose between supporting his wife or telling the truth. He is a quiet man. We have seen him be nothing but gentle and kind and supportive. But David is not a pushover. He is a father. He is a protector. And Kody is pushing him. She is pushing him toward the very person he likely sees as a threat. Not a threat to him, a threat to her, a threat to Truly, a threat to the peace he has worked so hard to build with her. And you could see David was about to say something Kody wasn't going to want to hear. David just sits there. He lets Kody finish. She is trying to reassure him. She is trying to reassure herself. By hanging out with him doesn't mean I'm condoning what his actions are. She says this. She is trying to give David an out. She is telling him, you can hang out with Kody and still think he's a bad guy. But that's not what she just said. She just said Kody is a good man. The two ideas cannot exist together. Kody cannot be a good man and also have actions that need to be condoned. This is the fracture in Kody's logic. And David sees it. You can see the moment he decides to speak. He doesn't look at Kody. He looks straight ahead. His voice is low. It is steady. It is firm. He repeats her own words back to her. But when he says it, the meaning changes completely. She said it as an excuse. He says it as a warning. By hanging out with him doesn't mean I'm condoning what his actions are. He is drawing a boundary. He is drawing a line in the sand. I am David. He is Kody. We are not the same. And in that one moment, David Woolley spoke for every single viewer. He spoke for Janelle. He spoke for Kody's kids. He spoke for anyone who watched Kody's behavior for the last decade. He is not going to play this game. He is not going to pretend. Christine is living in a fantasy world, maybe to protect herself, maybe to protect Truly. But David is living in reality, and the reality is Kody's actions are indefensible. David's face is hard. He is not the happy, goofy guy we see on Instagram. This is a serious man. He is listening. He is watching, and he is disgusted. You can see Christine try to fix it. The next thing she says is a clear attempt to erase the tension, but it fails completely. Christine knows she has made a mistake. You can see the mood shift. The air in the room just got thick. She tries to laugh it off. She tries to recover. No. She is agreeing with him, but she is still trying to force her point. Well, I think that. No. She is stumbling over her words. She knows she lost him. She lost the argument. She tried to rewrite her own history. She tried to rewrite Kody. And David, in his quiet, powerful way, refused to let her. He refused to co-sign the lie. He refused to condone Kody's actions. The crisis is immediate. Christine, the new, happy, married Christine, is still defending Kody Brown. She is still managing Kody's reputation. She is still trying to make him good. And David is the first man who has ever sat next to her and, without raising his voice, told her no. He is not going to be part of it. His loyalty is to her and to the truth, not to Kody, not to the narrative, not to the show. The tension is awful. Christine is sitting there, stuck between her past trauma and her present safety. She is stuck between Kody and David is not done. He has more to say. The look on his face says it all. He is about to define exactly why he and Kody are different. The cliffhanger is brutal. It's the silent stare between David and the woman he loves. A woman who just asked him to befriend her abuser, and he just said no. Why is David so uncomfortable? Why does he refuse to smile, or nod, or play along? Why does he look so disgusted? It's because David sees the man Christine is trying to forget, and he hears the man Christine is trying to rewrite. While Christine is sitting on that couch, smiling, calling Kody a good man, Kody, in the very same filming timeline, is telling a different story. He is telling the real story. Let's look at what Kody was doing. Let's listen to what Kody was saying. The show cuts to Kody. He is moving. He is leaving the house he shared with Robin. He is surrounded by boxes. He is talking to his brother, Curtis, and he is not a good man. He is not a good person. He is an angry, bitter, resentful man. He is talking about Christine. He is talking about the divorce. And he begins with this: the biggest mistake I made with divorce, when Christine is leaving, and I'm angry. He admits it. He is angry, but he doesn't stop there. He doesn't say, I was angry and I regret my behavior. He says, it made me feel like a victim. Kody Brown, the patriarch, the man who controlled the money, the houses, the rules, and the family culture. He felt like a victim. And what did he call Christine's escape? What did he call her finally packing up her life and her children to find safety? It was extremely aggressive. This is the pattern. This is the history. In Kody's world, his wives leaving him is an aggressive act. In Kody's world, he is the one who was attacked. He is the victim. Christine, the one who was ignored and belittled and pushed aside. She is the aggressor. This is the man David sees. This is the man David is judging. Kody keeps talking. He is pacing in his empty house. He is furious. But I believe that she needed to do that in order to cut. But it made me so angry. He is trying to justify his own behavior. He is trying to explain away the things he said, the things he did, the rage, the screaming, the knife in the kidneys. He is blaming Christine for his own reaction. He is saying she made him angry. She made him aggressive. This is the classic Kody Brown defense. Nothing is ever his fault. He is never responsible. He is just a victim of these aggressive women. And then he says the words that chill me to the bone. He is talking about his anger. I was like, now I can't even talk to her. He says it again, emphasizing it. I still can't talk to her. Let this sink in. At the exact same time, Christine is trying to set up a fun mandate in Moab. Kody is on camera telling his brother he cannot even speak to her. He is so filled with rage. He is so committed to his victimhood that he cannot stand the sound of her voice. This is the disconnect. This is the divide. Christine is trying to build a bridge. Kody has already burned it down. And then Kody says the final line. The line that proves David's reaction is the only sane one. The line that shows the truth of Kody Brown. He is still talking about Christine, the mother of 6 of his children, the woman he was married to for 25 years. I still don't want to say her name. He stops. He looks at his brother, and he says it. I want to forget she existed. I want to forget she existed. He doesn't want to co-parent. He doesn't want to find peace. He doesn't want to be a good man. He wants to erase her. He wants to delete her from his life, from his memory. This is the man. This is the good man Christine is defending. A man who wants to pretend she never existed. And he follows it up with this. And yet I've got to interact with her kids. He says it like it's a chore, like it's a burden. I've got to. Not I get to. Not I love my children. But I've got to interact with her kids. He doesn't even call them our kids. He calls them her kids. They are the baggage. They are the reminder of the woman he wants to forget. This is the pattern. This is the reality. This is why David Woolley is sitting on that couch looking like he's seen a ghost. He is sitting next to a woman he loves. A woman who is lying to herself. She is desperately trying to rewrite history. She is trying to remember the good times. She is trying to force a narrative of peace. But it is built on a fantasy. The reality is Kody Brown. The reality is a man who, at that very moment, is actively erasing her. A man who sees her children as a burden. A man who feels he was the victim. A man who calls her aggressive for leaving. This is the truth. David sees it, and he is not going to let Christine ignore it. He is not going to condone it. He is not going to pretend. The gap between Kody's rage and Christine's fantasy is a canyon, and David is standing right in the middle. He has to make a choice, and we are about to see him make it. We are back on that couch. The air is heavy. David has just drawn his first boundary. He said he will not condone Kody's actions. We, the audience, are now armed with the awful truth. We know that Kody wants to forget Christine existed. We know he calls his children her kids. So when we look back at Christine, her smile looks painful. Her words sound hollow. Kody is a good man. It sounds like a prayer. It sounds like something she is trying to force into existence. But it is a lie. And David knows it. He is sitting on that couch, the good man who is actually present. The man who loves her. The man who protects her. And he has to listen to her praise the man who destroyed her. He has to sit there while she rewrites her own trauma. He has to watch her erase her own pain. The pain he helped her heal from. It is an impossible situation. Christine is still talking. She is trying to explain. She is trying to get him to agree. We all have friends that we're with that we don't condone their actions necessarily. It doesn't mean you end things. She is desperate now. She is pleading with him. You guys having a relationship is a good thing. It doesn't mean you're condoning Kody's actions. She keeps repeating that word, condone, because she knows, deep down, Kody's actions are indefensible. David just sits. He is a statue of quiet judgment. His silence is his answer. No, I will not have a relationship with him. No, it is not a good thing. Christine is flustered. She knows she has lost control of this conversation. She has pushed her safe, quiet husband to far. He is not playing along. So she does what she always does when she's cornered. She tries to make it a joke. She tries to deflect. She throws out a line to lighten the mood. And nor does it mean that you're going to be brother husbands. She laughs. Brother husband? What the heck? She is looking for an escape. She is looking for David to laugh with her. She is looking for him to say, yeah, that's silly, and move on. This is the moment. Will David let her off the hook? Will he smile and nod and just let it go? No, he does not. He does not laugh. He does not smile. He doesn't even look at her. He keeps looking forward. His face is hard. The joke lands with a thud. It echoes in the silence. David's refusal to laugh is more powerful than any argument. He is communicating. This is not funny. My boundaries are not funny. What he did to you is not funny. And I am not going to pretend it is. He is holding his ground. He is protecting his position. He is protecting her, even from herself. He will not let her drag him into her fantasy. He will not be a brother husband. He will not be Kody's friend. He is David, and he is not playing this game. This is the breaking point. David has sat there. He has listened to her praise Kody. He has listened to her beg him to hang out with Kody. He has listened to her try to laugh it all off as a joke. And he is done. He has to end this. He has to make his position, his morality, perfectly clear. He turns his head slightly. He looks at the producer, at the camera, at the world. He is about to give his final statement. He is about to pass his final judgment. It is not about brother husbands. It is not about hanging out. It is about something so much deeper. He speaks, and his words are precise. They are targeted. They are the moral climax of this entire scene. Because a father, I see things differently. He says it. He separates himself. He defines the conflict. This isn't about ex-husbands and new husbands. This is about fathers. This is the line in the sand. There are men who are fathers. And then there is Kody, that one sentence. Because a father, I see things differently. This is David's entire thesis. He is saying, I am a father. I have children. I know what a father does. A father shows up. A father protects. A father is present. A father does not abandon his daughter for back surgery. A father does not withhold love. A father does not trade his children's affection for loyalty. A father does not want to forget the mother of his children existed. David, in one quiet, devastating line, just said all of that. He just judged Kody Brown on the one thing Kody claimed to be, a patriarch, a father. And David's judgment is clear. Kody is a failure. I see things differently. This is David's promise. I am not him. I will never be him. I will behave differently. I will react differently. I am a father. And that is why I will never, ever condone Kody's actions. The words just hang in the air. Christine has no response. She has been silenced by the truth. The room is cold. David's words have sucked all the air out. Because a father, I see things differently. Christine is frozen. Her attempt at a joke, her brother husband's deflection, it failed. It crashed against the wall of David's integrity. David is not smiling. He is not backing down. He is not going to let this go. He continues. He is clarifying his position. He is making sure everyone understands. Christine, the producers, the world, see all. I behave differently. He corrects himself. He changes we2I. He is not speaking for all men. He is speaking for himself. He is separating himself, ounce by ounce, from the man Christine just defended. I react differently. This is the fallout. The side-by-side comparison. This is David, the father. This is Kody, the failure. David is saying, when my children are in pain, I react differently. When my wife is in distress, I behave differently. I do not scream. I do not blame. I do not abandon. I am a father, and he is not. He never says Kody's name. He doesn't have to. We all know who he is talking about. He has become the voice of the audience. He is the voice of Janelle. He is the voice of Isabel, and Gabe, and Garrison, and Savannah. He is the voice of truth. And he is sitting right next to the woman who is trying to smother it. Christine is visibly uncomfortable. She is squirming. She is no longer the giddy, happy-go-lucky wife. She is the woman who just got caught. She is trapped. She is literally, physically, caught between two worlds. The world she came from, filled with Kody's anger and her own denial, and the new world she has built, with a man who demands honesty. A man who is so safe, he is not afraid of Kody's shadow. A man who is so protective, he will not even let Christine endanger her own peace. The sides are drawn. It is David versus Kody's ghost. It is David, the protector, versus Christine, the peacemaker. But Christine is trying to make peace by lying, and David is showing that true peace can only exist with truth. She wanted David to be her friend. She wanted David to be her partner. She wanted David to be her husband. She got all of that. But she also got a man with a spine. She got a man with a moral compass. And his compass is pointing directly away from Kody Brown. He will not condone it. He will not play along. He will not have fun in Moab. He will sit there in his quiet strength, and he will see things differently. This is the new dynamic. This is the new power in the room. And it is not Kody. It is not even Christine. It is David and his absolute, unmoving, quiet refusal to pretend. The silence that follows is devastating. Christine has nowhere to go. She cannot argue with him. How can she say, no, David, you should condone his actions? How can she say, no, David, you don't see things differently as a father? She can't. He has her trapped in the truth. He used her own logic, her own words, and her own history against her. She is the one who told the world Kody broke her heart. She is the one who told the world Kody abandoned her children. And now, she is the one defending him. And David, the newcomer, is the one holding her accountable. He is holding Kody accountable. He is the first man in this family to do it, right to Christine's face. He is not just a good man. He is a man of principle. And he just showed Christine that her principles are slipping. She is trying to rewrite Kody as good, and David is there to remind her that he was not. He is not, and David will not pretend otherwise. The conversation is fractured. The friendly, light-hearted chat is over. This has become a moral hearing, and David is the judge. The fallout is this. Christine's fantasy just collided with David's reality. And the reality won. The sides are clear. David is on the side of the children. He is on the side of truth. He is on the side of accountability. Where is Christine? She is stuck in the middle. She is floating. She is trying to serve two masters. She is trying to serve her past, and she is trying to serve her present. David's face, his words, his posture, they all just prove to her, you cannot have both. You cannot have me and the lie about him. You cannot have a safe future and a rewritten, toxic past. You have to choose. Right now, on this couch, she is being forced to choose. And she is terrified. She has to say something. She has to fix this. But how? How can she possibly fix what David just broke wide open? So why? Why is Christine doing this? Why would the woman who finally escaped, who won, who found a man who adores her, why would she sit on that couch and defend the man who broke her? Why would she call Kody Brown a good man? The answer is in her own words. It's in the lines she says before David shuts her down. Kody is a good person, and we had a lot of good times. And this. And going back and remembering that is super, super important. This is the emotional core. This is the why. I don't think she's just trying to convince David. I think she is trying to convince herself. This is a woman who gave 25 years of her life to this man. She gave him her youth. She gave him 6 children. She gave him all of her loyalty. For her to admit that all of that time was given to a bad man. For her to admit that the father of her children is not good. That is a devastating, soul-crushing admission. It means her life was a waste. It means her sacrifice was for nothing. She cannot live with that. So she has to rewrite it. She has to remember the good times. She has to believe it is super, super important. She has to believe that somewhere deep down, Kody is a good man. Because if he's not, what does that say about her? What does that say about her choices? What does that say about the foundation of her entire family? She is in denial. She is protecting her own past. She is building a fantasy, not just for David, but for herself. So she can sleep at night. And then there is Truly. This is the other emotional core. This is about co-parenting. Truly is still a minor child. Truly has to navigate this new world. She has to go back and forth, emotionally, between Kody's house and Christine's house. Christine, as a mother, is trying to make that transition easier. She is trying to force a peaceful narrative. If mom and David and dad are all friends, if they can all hang out in Moab, then Truly doesn't have to feel like she is in the middle. Then Truly doesn't have to feel the loyalty bind. Christine is doing what she thinks is best for her daughter. She is trying to manufacture a healthy co-parenting relationship. The problem is, she is trying to build it with Kody Brown, the man who wants to forget she existed. She is trying to build a bridge, but the other side is a cliff. This good man narrative isn't just for her. It's for Truly. She is trying to give her daughter permission to love her father. She is saying, it's okay. Your dad is a good man. David and I are fine with him. You don't have to choose. Everything is okay. But it is a lie. And the one person who knows it is the man sitting right next to her. The man who is living in the truth. This is the tragedy of the scene. Christine's motivation is, in her mind, a good one. She wants peace for herself. She wants peace for her daughter. But the cost of that peace is truth. And the cost is hurting her new husband. Look at David's face. This is the man who gave her actual peace. This is the man who gave her actual safety. And she is sitting next to him, honoring the man who gave her trauma. She is bringing the ghost of Kody into her safe home. She is asking David to carry the burden of her denial. She is asking him to condone the actions that almost destroyed her. She is asking her safe husband to befriend her unsafe ex. And for what? For a memory? For a good time 20 years ago? For a co-parenting fantasy that Kody himself has already rejected? David's silence, his disgust, his judgment. It's not just about Kody. It's about this. He is watching the woman he loves lie to herself. He is watching her minimize her own pain. And he is the one who has to sit there, holding the weight of the truth. The truth that Kody is not a good man. The truth that Christine is still, in some way, trapped by him. She is trapped by her own need to make it all okay. And David's face is telling her, it is not okay. And I will not pretend it is. So we are left with 2 irreconcilable realities. They are existing at the exact same time, in the same production timeline, in the same show. Reality 1 is Kody Brown, pacing in an empty house, his face twisted in anger. A man who says, I can't even talk to her. A man who says, I still don't want to say her name. A man who says, I want to forget she existed. That is Kody's truth. It is bitter. It is cold. It is an erasure. Reality 2 is Christine Brown, smiling on a couch, next to her new, safe husband. A woman who says, Kody is a good man. A woman who says, he is a good person. A woman who says remembering the good times is super, super important. That is Christine's fantasy. It is warm. It is hopeful. It is a lie. This is the open wound. David Woolley is the only person on that couch living in reality. He is the one who has to absorb both of these worlds. He has to sit next to his wife, the woman he loves, and watch her push a fantasy. He has to listen to her defend the man who, at that very moment, is actively erasing her. David's final judgment is the only thing that makes sense. Because of Father, I see things differently. I behave differently. I react differently. This is not just a judgment on Kody. It is a promise to Christine. It is a promise that he will be the man Kody never was. He will not abandon her. He will not abandon her children. And he will not, ever, lie to her. He will not condone it. He will not play along. He will not smile when she says, "Brother husbands." He will sit there, in his quiet, unmoving strength, and he will be the protector. He is protecting her from Kody, and in this scene, he had to protect her from herself. He is the first man who has ever shown her that true loyalty isn't blind agreement. True loyalty is telling the truth. The good man is Kody, who wants to forget her. The actual good man is David, who refuses to let her forget the truth. The final spark is this. Christine's attempt at peace just started a new kind of war. A war between her past denial and her present reality. She is stuck. She is caught between the man she wants Kody to be and the man David actually is. David's stand is the open wound. He has proven that peace is impossible when it is built on a lie. His disgust, his silence, and his final, sharp words are the truth. He is a father. He does see things differently, and he will not let Kody's shadow or Christine's denial harm his new family. He has drawn a line, not in the sand, but in concrete, and he is not moving. This is the new conflict. It is not about Kody and his wives anymore. It is about Christine and her new husband. It is about whether she can finally let go of the need to fix her past and accept the man who is trying to protect her future. The tension is awful, and it is not resolved. Kody is still out there, erasing her. Christine is still out there, defending him. And David is sitting right in the middle, holding the truth. But what do you think? Who crossed the line in this conversation? Was it Christine for pushing her fantasy on David and defending Kody? Or was it David for refusing to just support his wife's attempt at peace? And after watching her defend Kody, is it possible for her to truly heal? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And make sure to subscribe so we can follow this story as it continues to unfold.